People often ask me what it means for a couple to be spiritually compatible with one another. And I think there are two different sides of what spiritual compatibility looks like. It's not that two people can't be a good couple if they have different beliefs or different practices. Absolutely, interfaith relationships can work, and they do work all the time. You've got to ask the hard questions about religion, about practices, about tradition, about values before you fall in love with your partner. So what could happen is you can get a couple together where one person wants to go to church almost every day and the other person hates church and never wants to go. That doesn't sound like a couple that's likely to work out for a long time. What healthy relationships do is they allow us to feel connected and close sometimes, but then other times we've got other things going on in our lives and we just don't feel connected to our partners. But then the feelings do come back and you do fall in love with your partner again. There are some things that you can keep in mind when trying to figure out whether somebody is really compatible for you or not. One of them is, can you talk to this person? Can you have a real conversation with them about things that are meaningful and important to you? Another thing to keep in mind is, does this person treat you like an equal? Do they really respect you as a person and want to do things to take care of you? There's no such thing as somebody who is 100% giving all the time. A good relationship with a good partner means that you are going to make your partner happy sometimes, and you are going to sacrifice to help them sometimes, but it has to be a two-way street. You've got a lot of feelings, you've got a lot of stories to tell, and you've got a lot of experiences to share. You've got to start out on date number 1 really talking about the things that are most important to you. Because you know what? Maybe he won't like what you're saying. Maybe he won't respect where you're coming from. But then you get to move on really quick after just one date. Don't waste time. Really dive deep. And if you find somebody whose depth matches your depth, that is spiritual compatibility. If you find somebody who is okay with your being outgoing because maybe they're a little bit more shy, or the reverse, or they just really fit with you because they like adventure in life, or they love in the same way that you want to love, that is spiritual compatibility. But you can't take the risk of waiting until you've known the person for 6 months to discover whether you have that kind of spiritual compatibility. You've got to be looking for it.